right, everybody, just got done doing some chest, a little bit of shoulders, and a little bit of triceps. Wanted to pre-exhaust the muscles big time by throwing in some Pec Deck Flies and supersetting them with a machine press. Now, the machine press that we have here is much different than what I used to have over at arm breast. When at arm breast was more up here, this one kind of more in a downward motion. And it was actually really, really smooth. So I decided to just get very limited resting periods just to make sure I was pre-exhausting them. So then I was fully warmed up when I went into incline. Now, the incline machines that I'm using, these are different. Normally I would be using a lot of hammer strength, as you guys have seen throughout my entire career, either that or flex leverage. This, on the other hand, was from Techno Gym, and the weight on there, although didn't seem like a lot, when I got up to 3 plates on each side, it actually felt like 4 1/4, if not 5, on the hammer incline that I would, like I said, that I would be killing the weights with. So one of the things I wanted to make sure I was doing, sitting down really low, because the handles are down here and you're actually pushing up, is getting that first rep as quick as I could, and then slowly going down and then pressing forward. Making sure that I'm getting good range of movement. Obviously the technique, I mean, there's not much you can screw up, and that's the reason why throughout my career, training by myself, 99% of the time, I use machines. It's an easy way to stay injury free, and also make sure that you're getting that sticking point from point A to B. I did 4 working sets with that, anywhere from 8 to 10 reps. And then I went over to more techno presses, and I was supersetting with their wide grip and their machine press. That was something that I haven't done yet here, and it really did maximize that workout. I was already pumped from the pre-exhaustion, and I made it very challenging for myself to do the incline, because I always want to make sure I'm focusing on my first real press to be up here. I always talk about having that shelf look, and especially for those guys that want to wear the cool V-necks, you got to hit the incline, and you got to hit that incline first. But on that, I decided to superset with those, 8 to 10 repetitions. Normally, if I can do more than 12, I go up in weight. I did 4 working sets on that, back and forth. And then went over and did some seated Star Trek cable, I wouldn't call them cable crossovers, but cable fly. That was really intense because the angle was a little different. And normally I'd be standing up and hitting it like this or up here, but when you're seated, it actually made me get my chin and chest up, getting more air, and actually being able to come here real close. I guess I could have come here and then did a push press also, but I wanted to get a good fly movement. Start off with 20 reps, 15, 12, and 10 for a total of 4 repetitions. And during that portion of the sets, I was only resting, I'd say 20, 30 seconds, because I really wanted to just burn everything out. Right after that, went straight into some dumbbell side lateral raises, and that's because with these big arms, I want to make sure that I'm capping the shoulders. And for me, not having long clavicles, I always want to maintain that round structure, that 3D effect that has won, 7 Olympias. So I wanted to make sure that I picked a good weight that I was not going to, really struggle with, because in a couple days I'm going to be training DELTS. All right. So I wanted to just slowly on the way up and then just control it on the way down. Always for me on these additional body parts that I do with the big body part movements is control. Not swing in, going down here, but I always try to keep the dumbbells right about here, and then up, and then down. I could cheat a little bit, bending over a little bit, and getting some body English, but for me, I just never liked that. Some people may feel different. I just like to know that I can stand straight up, knees slightly bent, and then just come here and come down. Of course, you can go up in weight, but for me, it was more about just focusing on that technique, not overstressing everything, just getting a good pump. So then when I do delts in a couple, 2 or 3 days, I'm not sore. So right after those side laterals, went right into some fronts, and I did them thumbs up for 5 each, and then palms down, 5. And then I decided to switch it up a little bit, and you guys will be able to see that in the video. Ultimately, the shoulders definitely take a beating during some chest movement, especially that front delt, but I always feel like it's important just to hit it just a little bit. So I did 3 sets of each, the side laterals and the fronts, and then after that, went ahead and did, like I said, a little bit of triceps. Normally I would use the rope, but this one I used the V handle and just grabbed it like so. And it was pretty simple, 20, 15, 12, and 10 repetitions, and I'm done. All right, so I'm gonna take this belt off. I'm gonna take this belt off. Shout out to my guys over at Chic, and get a protein shake in and go hit some cardio. So thank you all for watching Phil Heath TV. Please tell all of your friends on social media. Click the notifications so then you'll know when we upload new videos, new content. We're gonna go live and we're gonna do some really cool stuff, okay? It's 2022 and I'm wishing you all a great new year. It's the gift, 7 time, we're out. Thank you for watching Phil Heath TV.